Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show my January music finds, of which I have a lot, and there are a couple different reasons for that. First of all, I have been quite sick for most of this year, since a little bit before Christmas. Then I kind of had a rebound with a sinusy kind of thing, and then it kind of bounced back around New Year's time, and a little bit after New Year's. And as I was getting on the tail end of that, I'm recording this Saturday. On Wednesday, I got hit with some other bug, stomach bug or something, that just completely knocked me out. I think it was the norovirus that's going around. It was miserable. I'm still not fully myself. I've kind of been cooped up in the apartment for a few days, just trying to avoid anybody because this stuff is pretty contagious. But it is not contagious through the phone that I'm filming through. But what I hope is contagious is that you will catch the bug for some of these records that I'm showing you. And just appreciate everybody that knew that I was sick and was reaching out and that kind of thing. You know who you are. So I got a bunch of records here. One music related item that I bought, and then a couple of CDs as well. I had a big video maybe a week or two ago, showing some used records that I bought in Charlottesville at a couple different stores. That was a massive haul. I've got a bunch here, and the reason is I've kind of grouped them in various categories here. I know my buddy Alex just did a video showing some recent jazz finds that he had. I too have about 5 or 6 jazz finds here, that I picked up through 3 different sources. UDiscover Music, Amazon, as well as Sound of Vinyl. We're all hosting these crazy end of the year sales. Actually, I think most of those were ordered in December, but because of the mass quantity, I'm assuming, of orders that they received from nerds like us, it took forever to get some of these things. And I know I've got a couple of friends that received theirs a couple weeks after I got mine. So what they were doing is they were offering crazy deals on Tone Poets, on Blue Notes, on Verve Acoustic Sounds, like all of these different collections of records that are so widely known in the jazz community. And they were offering them 50% off. Some of them were even more than that. Some of these were $13 when in actuality they retail for $30, $35 So I was like, yeah, I could fill in some classic jazz here and kind of take the chance that I'll enjoy this stuff, because the players on there are people that I enjoy. And then talking with Alex and people like that know a little bit more about jazz than I do, being like, oh, would I like this? And them saying, yeah, you would like this. So I've got a bunch of those. Some other records, non-jazz related, that I also picked up in that sale. I'll jump into it. So I'll mention Alex. I'll start with Alex. Alex had a couple of records he was trying to get rid of. They were doubles that he had in his collection, and he offered me a very good deal on 3 albums that I like to have. The first one is, and I apologize for the fan and the TV, but my sickness, temperature, I need the fan going. So sorry about that if it's distracting. If you didn't notice it and you're noticing it now, I'm sorry for distracting you now. This is Sturgill Simpson Cutting Grass Volume 2. Essentially what this is part 2 of a 2-album set that he did, where he took his tunes and played them as bluegrass songs, which is kind of where he had his start. And these aren't crazy expensive records to find anywhere, but they are good records. So this is Sturgill playing with, again, some bluegrass cats there. This is Sierra Hull, not to be confused with Sierra Farrell. She is a mandolin player extraordinaire. This is Tim O'Brien, who I've seen in concert. He's a great member of the Newgrass Revival movement. You have Scott Vestal on banjo. He's out there as well. He plays with the Sam Bush band. I've seen him play. So some really good players there, and really really good to add to the collection. Sturgill, if you don't know him, kind of sounds a little bit like Waylon Jennings, if you like Waylon Jennings' voice. Alex also said he had an extra one of these bad boys. This is the Gabbard brothers. Obviously, I talked about Andy Gabbard before. I believe this is Andy right here in this picture, although now he looks more like this. And yeah, this is on the Karma Chief label through Coal Mine Records. There is the description: hazy, organic, and what does it say? Earthy psych rock. That's pretty much what it is. This is a exclusive color vinyl variant, 1800 made. Kind of cosmic country, bluesy, Andy's part of the Black Keys band. So happy to have that. I really need to push through this. This is going to be a long video. Alex also said that I would like this. They just announced their second album. This is Okonski, 1500 of these made, kind of like a butter popcorn looking record there. Tasty. This is kind of a jazz trio, almost not jazz trio in the sense of like Bill Evans, but it is piano based, more light jazz, I would say. But quick songs. It's like a 25-minute record. Longest song is 6 minutes 45 seconds, which is essentially like a pop song in the jazz world. Everything else is under 5 minutes or less. So happy to have that if you like kind of easy jazz. I'll jump into a couple of CDs here because I know people aren't as interested in that. A couple Beatles related things. I finally got One Hand Clapping. I bought this with a gift card that I received from Amazon. This is Paul McCartney and Wings playing live at Abbey Road Studios. There was a documentary that came out about it. So really raw, good stuff there. From Wings, this is the latest from Ringo. This is Look Up. Sorry for that glare. But this is a country album that was produced by T-Bone Burnett. It has people like Billy Strings, Larkin Poe, Lucius, Molly Tuttle, Alison Krauss, and it's a really good record. It's his first full-length record since 2018 or 2019, so really good. It's gonna be a grower for sure. Then the Zombies were having a sale online, and so I was able to fill a couple of Zombie CDs that I didn't have. The first one is a DVD and CD twofer, I guess. So I haven't watched the DVD yet, but that was the last touring version of the Zombies before Rod Argent had his stroke and had to retire immediately. Pretty much the version, this is definitely the version that I saw last year, and almost the same version that I saw back in 2014. But it has all their big hits. It has newer songs from their latest album called Different Game. So really good. Yeah, from 2021. So very good stuff there. Colin Blunstone is a force. Then I received, I bought this. This is the Zombies live at the Bloomsbury Theatre in London. This is from 2003-ish, 2005. This is when Rod and Colin were fully back and moving. They still weren't fully going under the Zombies moniker because this is it's technically called Colin Blunstone, Rod Argent of the Zombies. But you can see there, it is signed Rod Argent, Colin Blunstone. I had their signatures a couple other places, but this, it was like half off, 2 CD set. A lot of Blunstone, sorry for the glare, a lot of Blunstone's solo hits there. But then obviously the Zombies classics. But this is really good. It's got some strings in there, so if you like that kind of thing, it's really good. And then this is the album I think that they were kind of promoting at that time. This is, as far as I can see, again, Colin and Rod of the Zombies, and yeah, again, signed there as well. Didn't have this one. They do a different version of I Don't Believe in Miracles, which was a Colin Blundstone tune from his album, One Day, I think is what it was called. So cool to fill in some zombies there. And then I'm not gonna mention, you know, this or that, but my buddy Steve, who he's out there with his channel name, C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. He learned that I was getting married and decided he would send me a very generous gift through an Amazon gift card. And so I used that gift to be put toward the last of the Bob Dylan bootleg series that I was missing. So I did not spend more than like, $10 or $15 for this, but it's the deluxe package, the cutting edge, 1965 through 66. So happy to have that. I've listened to 2 discs, still have a few to go, but I'm in a full Dylan kick right now with the movie out. I've been listening to, I got the live complete 1966 recordings for Christmas that I'm still getting through. I'm still getting through the 1974 box set with the band. So I'm playing around with 3 different Dylan box sets, but thank you, Steve. I know I already told you this is what I got, but I'm very happy to complete my deluxe bootleg collection from Bob Dylan. All right, and I guess this is not a record, but music related. This was pretty cool. The Beach Boys put out Funko Pops for their Pet Sounds era. So there are the 6 Beach Boys, or the 5 Beach Boys. Bruce is not involved there. And just thought this was kind of neat. I love the Beach Boys. I'm like, yeah, I love that. That's my favorite album of all time. So this will be cool to put on a shelf. So very, very happy to have that. I think it's pretty cool, but I'm also weird. So anyway, let me jump into some of this. Well, okay, I'll do this. Rhino High Fidelity just put out their last 2 releases. One was an album by Television. Was it Marquee Moon that they put out? I can't remember. But the other one was an album that I've been wanting for several years, ever since I learned the title track of this song. I instantly fell in love with it, and I'm just so happy to have this now. They put out Ooh La La by the Faces. Obviously, this is the last Faces record. Rod Stewart was kind of fully immersing himself in his solo career at this point. This is high fidelity audio, so it is sounding fantastic. This is the numbered version, so I think I got like 2481. I'm not even going to show you. So kind of split down the middle there. No idea how that number system is calculated, but I know I probably could have waited on this, but I really, really wanted it and heard really good things about it. So happy to have Ooh La La by the Faces finally on wax. Again, some more UDiscover sound of, I think this was UDiscover stuff, but I might be wrong. But I picked up a couple of half-speed masters that I was missing. This is Empty Glass by Pete Townsend. Love Pete Townsend. This has the song Let My Love Open the Door on it. It's really, really good. I really like this stuff. Love The Who. Then I also got Rough Mix. This is the dual album, speaking of the Faces, Pete Townsend and Ronnie Lane. Really good stuff. Till the Rivers All Run Dry is a really good song. This one is a gatefold. I'm not going to give it out. My Baby Gives It Away was kind of a minor hit, but yeah, glad to get those. And then the last of the Who half speeds that I was missing after I got Quadrophenia for Christmas was Who by Numbers, which came out last year, I think. Is that right? Yeah. But yeah, happy to have that. Kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. Not their best album. Squeeze Box was kind of the well-known song on there, but happy to complete that part. Got these 2 for a steal. I'm kind of filling out some basic Grateful Dead in my collection. This is self-titled Grateful Dead. However, it is, more commonly known as Skull and Roses. This is the classic Grateful Dead lineup. This is pre-Mickey Hart. And you know, has, it's on the Warner label, has songs like, you know, the other one is on here, like the other one is just on one side here. You have Bertha, Mama Tried, um, Big Railroad Blues playing in the band. So really, really good. I'm glad to have that. Glenn Kellaway, aren't you happy? And then I also got this. This was a steal. This is a 3-record set, Europe 72. One of their more famous live records. You know, just looking here, it's got Jack Straw, You Win Again, China Cat Sunflower, I Know You Rider, just classic Dead tunes. What else do we have here? Truckin'. So happy to have that 3-record set. It was like under $30. Let me jump into, and again, sorry for the length of this video, some more jazz here. I don't have a lot to say about these because I'm not a jazz historian by any means. This was probably my favorite of the jazz titles that I purchased. And I never heard of him or this record. This is Lonnie Smith, Turning Point. Very organ-based. Again, the cliche is if you like Booker T and the MGs. But this is like, it's got some funky elements to it. It's got like, it's not out there stuff. It's just really, really good. This is a gatefold. I haven't completely taken the shrink off yet. I'm deciding what I'm going to do there. But they do a really cool version of Eleanor Rigby on there. So that's really good. It's, you know, if you like funky music, but you're kind of afraid of jazz, maybe this might be a good bridge. Lonnie Smith, Turning Point. Really, really good. This was another cool one. This is one of the Tone Poets, Good Friday Blues by the Modest Jazz Trio. And you can see there who the trio are: Jim Hall, Red Mitchell, and Red Kelly. A lot of guys named Red back then. We need to bring that back. But I think this was actually, it was recorded like in one day on Good Friday on the, you know, the biblical calendar. But yeah, just again, easy, you know, exactly what you would think. I mean, look at the cover. It's non-offensive, as they say. Yeah, just really, really good. I mean, there's not much I can say about them other than they're just really solid. And I'm someone that doesn't like, you know, experimental jazz that much. So you can trust me if you're afraid of jazz. It's easy listening kind of stuff. I love Stan Getz, and I saw this. Love the cover. I was like, yeah, I got to get that. This is another Acoustic Sounds Verve Jazz Samba by Stan Getz and Charlie Bird. It's kind of got that great, you know, that's me doing the samba. Southwestern Virginia, that's how we do it. Yeah, I mean, if you like Stan Getz, you know, obviously he was, Getz and Gilberto was the big record with João Gilberto. But this is really good, kind of in the same world music kind of vein. And I think the way that they worded it on the liner notes was like neither guy knew much about samba, but they had samba beats and they were doing their regular improv over top of samba beats. So that's what it is. It's like a good hybrid mix. So really, really good. Really enjoyed that. This is Search for the New Land, Lee Morgan. Again, Blue Note. You also have Wayne Shorter, Grant Green, great guitarist, Herbie Hancock, Reginald Workman, and Billy Higgins are on here. Yeah, again, Lee Morgan on trumpet. So it's kind of like, you know, if you like early Miles, it kind of fits right in there. So there you go. I got this early in January. This is KB Blues by Kenny Burrell, guitar player. All the reviews of this said it sounded great, and I fully concur. Who else is on here? Hank Mobley on tenor sax, Horace Silver on piano, Doug Watkins bass, and Louis Hayes on drums. Katie Blues is great. Nico's Dream is great. Yeah, you can't, it's really hard to go wrong with these. I've never been disappointed with these Blue Notes. And then the last jazz album, I promise. Yeah, I promise. Dizzy Reese, Star Bright. Again, another Blue Note. More trumpet playing. You have Hank Mobley again, Wynton Kelly, Paul Chambers, Art Taylor. Really what I found, if you find that you like any of these records, find another record by one of the guys playing on these records from around the same time. You're probably going to be, that's what's going to make you grow with this stuff. So I never knew Art Blakey, and then I bought, you know, several jazz records with his name on it. Got Art Blakey's Jazz Messengers. Oh, that's great. Kept moving. So there you go. That's my advice for you young whippersnappers out there. I finally got this, again, with some more Amazon money that I got as a gift card. This is the debut by Old Crow Medicine Show. This is the big album that has Wagon Wheel on it. This is their most raw, I would say. I don't know how you pronounce the record label, Oconee. It's operated by David Rawlings and Gillian Welsh, who produced this record, who, you know, are big, you know, record people in their own right in the Americana world. But this has We're All in This Together, which is a great tune by Willie Watson. CC Rider, the traditional Tell It To Me, which is fantastic. Sounds like somebody has the car alarm going off down there. Nothing in my car except for Paul McCartney CDs. Sorry about that. There it goes. But that was really cool. This is the first time it's ever been on vinyl. It was for the 25th, and it's for the whatever anniversary it was, 20th anniversary. Yeah, 20th anniversary edition. So sounds great. It's all analog. Love it. Picked up a couple of these things. My buddy Matthew Street will be very proud of me. Gem Records, they have been putting out a Celebrate series, one every year for the past 5 or 6 years. They've done Pete Townsend, they've done John Lennon, Brian Wilson. So they did Ray Davis from the Kinks. Recently, they take all their artists from their label, Midnight Callers, the Weaklings, Nick Puente, the Gripweeds, Anderson Council, big power pop groups on the record label, and they all do Kink songs. So that's pretty much what this record is. Really, really good. It's on red vinyl, and I'm happy to have it. These are like $13 too. And then this is Jagger and Richards. So again, same concept. It's a bunch of Rolling Stones songs and kind of the same formula. So happy to have all of those now on vinyl. And then lastly, this is a group that I highly recommend to anybody that loves 60s psych rock, 60s jangle, whatever you want to call it. My buddy Tommy at Tommy's Musical Adventures got me into these guys. He sent me a song. He's like, yeah, you're not going to like this, but being tongue-in-cheek. And sent me a song from this record, The Resoners, and their album Bright and Dark. First of all, look at that cover. And you're like, oh, what year did that come out? Well, it's not 1968. It was from, I think, from 1999. And then this was the remastered version from 2023. But they do a song by Bob Dylan, I'll Keep It With Mine, on here, and it is fantastic. Again, if you like mid-career Byrds, if you like, you know, psyche kind of stuff, like 8 Miles High, you know, that kind of stuff, this is really good. I bought this on Bandcamp. That's about where you can find them, and it is really good. Now, what was so cool about the Resoners, whatever you want to say, is, grab this too, they were late in getting me my order, and I wasn't, you know, mad, because I know Bandcamp is kind of, you know, a small business kind of thing. But I emailed them because I'm like, hey, it's been, you know, 3 weeks. I haven't really heard anything about this record. And the guy, the lead, I can't remember his name offhand. I'm sorry. Matt Rendon. He was like, he's like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm just not seeing your order. I was sick during Christmas, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'll make it up to you. What record did you buy? Or what records did you need? I'm like, well, I just ordered the one. I'm like, but I don't have any of them. I'm like, I'm becoming a fan. And I didn't hear anything back. And then, you know, 5 days later or whatever, I received the package, and he threw in 2 more records for free. So this is their self-titled, The Resoners, and obviously there's kind of like a Beatle-y looking look there. I think that other one I'll show was the second record. But again, more of the same. Just, I mean, the packaging, you know, kind of a flimsier album cover. But, I mean, they do it in the style of, you know, those old great 60s bands. And, yeah, just really, really good stuff. So he sent me that. He sent me 2 Resoner stickers there, which was very nice of him to do. And then also sent me I think this is their most recent one. This is called Disappear. Kind of looks like Liam Gallagher sitting there. But again, more of the same on Midtown Island Records. So that will do it. So if you like psych pop, check out the Resoners. You will love it. I promise you will. So there you go. It's a long video, and I know I bought a lot more because of the record the record stores in Charlottesville. February, I'm going to cool down quite a bit. Yeah, nothing crazy coming out. I know there are a couple things that I've pre-ordered, but I don't plan on purchasing a whole lot this month. So next month might be a shorter video. I hope it's a shorter video. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you've heard of some of these lesser known groups. Let me know about the jazz titles, all that good stuff. In the meantime, y'all be good. Take care. We'll talk to you in the next one.